Rosecrans Vic podcast, and I am here with my boy, EpicMustDie.
What's the deal,
What's the
Vic?
deal?
My guy.
Good to see you, bro. It's been a minute.
Right?
It's been a minute, but you've been doing your thing.
I've been working.
Staying consistent. I've been seeing the work. We had a convo, like how this even came up is we were just chopping it up, and I was just telling you, like, bro, what I always check out your projects every time because I know it's quality every single time.
that.
So it's never like, oh yeah, he about to put out some bullshit. You know,
Facts.
oh, he just trying to, like, you know, get rid of his hard drive or whatever. I know it's like, oh, okay, there's a concept every time. There's quality. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna put some thought into the features and everything.
Fact.
But this new project, tell me about it. It's
I'm going crazy. You should go with me.
it's a GOAT title. Like, I was like, oh,
Thank you,
I'm like,
man.
yeah, he snapped on that one.
Yeah.
As like somebody who just loves like wordplay and shit like that, I'm like, oh,
Facts.
yeah, he did that.
Facts. I just thought of it. Like, I was writing a song and
Yeah.
I said that and I was like,
Yeah.
no, that's hard. Like, off
Yeah.
rip. I didn't have a title for the project. Me and Walt was working on it
Yeah.
for a while, and I just knew I wanted it to be something like kind of dark, like. But man, as far as this project, bro, I did it fully produced by Walt.
Okay.
I let him just like we did a song on my last project, Gamble.
Yeah.
And I like that song so much. I'm like, bro, we got to do some more records. Like, and to be honest, we did like 4. When we did that one, we did like 4, but I picked that one and put it on the album.
Yeah.
I still got the other 3 like unreleased type
Yeah.
shit, but that shit let me know we made those in one session. I'm like, oh, we got like a good chemistry.
Exactly.
Well, I'm like, I'm gonna go on a run like how Future went on when he did Beast Mode.
Monster.
Exactly, and
Yeah,
them was all
56
fully
Nights.
produced. I don't even know if people noticed. It was
Yeah.
Southside Metro
Mm-hmm.
and Zay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, ooh, I want to start this. I'm gonna do it with Walt and me and Python P. We got like 12 tracks loaded up. So I'm
Yes, sir.
gonna try to push this project, come right back with another fully produced. Me and Desi G fully produced, and just like,
That's dope.
yeah, do my raps. Let them like flex their muscle on the producer end, like for real.
Hell yeah. And you know, I'm seeing that, and I'm just seeing just the growth of the whole crew. Obviously, the Corner Store. Shout out to Desi. That
Going
platform
crazy.
just building, and you right there next to it. And then obviously Boogie continuing to climb in the industry, get more and more respected, get on more and more people's like lists and shit. That's always dope to me. To where it's like when people make like the rapper lists and shit like that.
Top
like
10.
they stop leaving them out.
Yeah,
a lot
because
more
they
now,
had
you know
my
what I'm
boy
saying?
fucked up.
That's what I'm
on
saying.
God,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
And but it's like we in like a, like if the rap game is Walmart, bro, like a lot of owls, it's just overflowing with shit. And
Yeah.
like to where people can't even choose for themselves sometimes.
It makes it difficult. It makes it difficult with, you know, there's like stats out there that's like, oh yeah, there's like 50,000 songs uploaded to streaming services every day. And it's like, bro, every day?
That's fucking crazy.
Every
See, that's
fucking
what I'm
day is
saying.
insane.
It's a lot of fish. Like,
Not all of that is quality. You know what I'm saying?
a lot of it is garbage. But the crazy thing about consistency is that you could be consistent with mediocre shit.
Yeah.
And be successful.
Yeah.
Just off the consistency and if it's entertaining. But like, I don't know, it's hard to like make like quality shit consistently and like swim through the motherfucking school of Garbaggio fish. Like,
Yeah.
But like real ones recognized. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in one of the positions where like I'm respected by like so many people that like, I don't know, notable people.
Yeah.
And then like I still gotta grab listeners just off like listening though. Like,
Yeah.
But people who see me one time who like do this, like,
Yeah.
they be like, oh yeah. Like,
It's
I'm
like,
a
yeah,
fan.
just lend me your ear one time, and then it's like, okay, boom.
Exactly.
type
So
shit.
my more challenge is
Yeah.
more like finding ways to get the attention from people
Yeah.
without being corny. Like
Yeah. That's
it's a line. It's a thin line.
that's the tricky part. And you almost have to like toe the line though.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been, man, like in the past couple years, I've
Yeah.
done things that like the old me would be like
Yeah.
too cool. I felt like I was some like fucking J Electronica, like to
Yeah.
the cut ass nigga. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to do that. Like, da da da. But now I'll take every opportunity, like, because I feel like I could display like myself. No matter
Exactly.
what, like even if it is a corny situation, like I
Yeah.
could come in and you would be able to tell, like, no, that was a real nigga. He just
yeah,
Like,
well, that's the thing. Like, I've kind of realized recently, personally, like with my own career, so I feel like growing up, I mean, like coming up, a lot for me was like I got the respect of my peers, like other media people, pretty early, and I was like super appreciative of that because like these are people I looked up to.
right.
So I'm like, damn, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But popularity wise, not that big. You know what I'm saying? Small platform, just
I
growing.
remember Rosecrans.
Yeah,
I
so
remember.
being respected, and that meant a lot to me, and it still does. But I've noticed as I've grown in popularity, like with just everyday people, fans, people just driving to work, coming home, all that. I feel like the industry, like the media people, I feel like it's like more disconnected now. So it feels almost like you to go wider, like maybe you won't get that same like love from like the people you're kind of used to, but on a larger scale, you're gonna be more well accepted. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Because like the things I talk about, like on the morning show or on the podcast, I don't really talk rap shit. I talk life shit.
Facts. Which I listen
You
to.
know what I'm saying?
Taking my son to school. In the
Oh,
morning, all
fire,
that.
fire. Yeah,
Facts.
appreciate that. So it's like, it's because really in my heart, I want to talk about rap shit, LA rap shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where like my passion resides. But then also it's like, man, people just will tune the fuck out. And that's not what I want either. You know what I'm saying? Because I also live a regular life outside of this shit, which
And
I
then
try to
it's
get people to
also
connect
an
to.
opportunity, like being on that platform
Yeah.
is an opportunity for you to build your platform where you can talk about what you want.
Exactly.
Like, which is shit this.
Exactly.
Fire.
Yeah.
And you did. I watched it from
Yeah.
a long time ago, so
Yeah.
I got nothing but respect for it.
Yeah.
I seen it. I'm like, oh yeah, he gangster. You know what I'm saying?
So it is that, you know, having to step out the box a little more and toe the line of like, this might be a little corny. Like there's things I talk about in the morning that I'm like, damn, I don't even want to repost this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I know it makes for good radio.
But look,
you know what
when
I'm
you
saying?
yourself for real, I
Yeah.
feel like all the people who like I knew you before that. Let's say the people that really found you from Brown Bag Morning Radio. I feel like they can like see the shit though. Like they can see through that. Like they could tell like Vic probably didn't want to do that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they know you damn near here. Like so it's like if
you just kind of gotta make it your own too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like it's certain things like. I'm still not doing certain shit. I'm still not wearing wigs. I'm still not like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not like
No,
it's
I'm
just
not
like
going.
you know, little funnier shit to like relate to the common people or whatever.
Exactly. Recently I did the I Can Tell freestyle.
Yeah.
It's all right now. That was more of like some shit where like on a whim like that. I'd be trying to plan everything, but it was like no, I recorded it that night and I was like, hey, you know it'd be funny if I woo woo, and they're like, no, you gotta really do that now. You should have never said it. Like
yeah.
You feel me? And
just
it's
throw
like,
that out. Yeah, just fuck it.
My song Easy Peasy, that was in the White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
That song was like me fucking around, like for
It be
real
like
in
that
the studio
sometimes.
to the loop. Like, hey, what if I was like da 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 da? And they like, man, that shit kind of hard. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fuck around and do it. Like,
how did that come about? Have you already known Cal for a long time, or
no? How did
I was
a
White
fan
Man
of
Jump?
Calmatic from like watching Overdose for years, and I followed him.
Yeah,
it's funny because when he started fucking with me, it was a message there from like 20 whatever the fuck of me like, yo, you so fire. I want to work with you one day. Like, but shit, I think it was from Corner Store Freestyle.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to Corner Store, yeah.
Yep.
Early on though, I think it was like my first one, the first episode.
Yeah.
And he saw that, and he was a fan after that. Like a genuine, just fuck with the music and shit, and fuck with the raps. And then I dropped that record. He used to tell me all the time, like, yo, I'm playing it. When they did House Party, he was like, bro, I'm playing it on set. Everyone, they fucking with it. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna try to put it in it was gonna be a House Party.
Oh, okay.
And then I guess I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm not even one of them niggas to hit back like, yo, what's going on? Like I be trying. Cause I had shit happen in my past where I was sitting on it like, oh my god.
Yeah, just waiting.
They told
just
me,
waiting.
never again I'll do it. So I just kept moving, and I'm like, oh shit. One day I got an email and it was White Man Can't Jump, and I'm like, oh Cal, like he didn't even hit me and tell me. You feel me?
Of course, no, it's out of his hands. It's like now it's like legal, and they gotta clear the song.
I hit him like, yo, is this where he was like, oh yeah, I did send it. I'm like, oh, real one.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, with people like Calmatic in the position he's in, I feel like it's so important, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody that's really from LA, that really gives a fuck about the culture, and won't just go to, you know, the popular artist that everybody knows that can name off the top of their head. It's like giving other people a shot, you know what I'm saying? In these movies that LeBron is in these movies that Jack Harlow is in.
And I feel like
Andrew
it just
Schultz.
show how cool, like that's that essence of like, let's say we back in high school, like he just the type of nigga like, he know the music fire, y'all just ain't heard it, and he's probably one of them people that's like, you ain't seen these.
Yeah.
They crazy, huh? And it's like, what? How do you even know? It's like, he the cool guy, like, to throw a nigga like me on there, and it's like, it's fire, and then it's like, what? I got a lot of, I couldn't believe people was Shazamming through the movie, like.
Yeah.
But hey, they do it. I had
It's
a
a
gang of
banger.
Shazams from it. It was in the background for a little. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
that must have meant they was like, oh, this a little bop. Ooh.
Yeah. No,
But yeah.
I know when I had chopped it with him around the time White Man Can't Jump came out, he was like, we had like a little convo, and he's just like, yep, bro. He's like, just know, like, I'm gonna do it for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gave me that little nod.
That
like,
whole movie,
like,
he had brands in there.
yeah.
That
No,
bro.
literally. And he said, this is just the start. He literally told me, he said, these two were my college in film. Like, you know, because he didn't go to film school like that.
Right, he learned with those
So
movies.
he's like, those two were like the beta versions of what I'm about to do. He's like, I'm about to tell these LA stories. He's like, you know, Spring Hill, well, I don't want to misname the companies, but he was just like, yo, like the big honchos, like,
I'm
fucking
trying to
with
get a
me.
script.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't playing with you. Like, I'll be doing the rapping and shit, but like, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Oh God, but
I wanted to know. So we've known each other obviously for years. I can't even remember, you know, exactly the first time we crossed paths, but I just wanted to know like how Epic Must Die started, because I think even like before we met, I feel like I still had already been seeing your name in like Long Beach circles, like just being from the 562 and like kind of, you know, taking notice of whatever rappers were out. Like, just tell me about your upbringing and then kind of like how you got into music.
I guess I could start from like I'll just fast forward to me in high school and meeting Desi. He was a grade above me.
Yeah.
I was like Jordan High.
Yeah.
And this is around jerking. This is the jerking era.
Yeah.
We always jerking.
Yep.
We had a YouTube page, Vintage Bros. It had like 1 million views early on from the jerking shit.
And that meant so much back then.
Man.
Like, if 1 million views means a lot now, back then it's like 1 billion damn near. Like, with the way, like, there was so few videos.
So crazy back then, the craze of it. A lot of people, like, they made their way through that. Like, but I just got more interested. I already was like rapping, like fucking around. Like, and then I through the jerking, I wanted to make my own songs.
Okay.
But I didn't want to make jerking music, but it made me find my love to like, all right, let me try it, because everybody's making songs, and I'm like, this ain't even, in my mind, I just knew I could do better.
That was that MacBook era. If anybody had a MacBook.
You remember Justin TV?
Justin TV, yeah.
It was like the first live.
Yeah.
Like, we used to be on there, and I would freestyle on there and shit. And then it just transformed into me rapping. I was in a group with the homie who was 2-man, and motherfucking, I was doing that for a minute.
What was the name
recording?
Of the group?
It was called Dream Team.
Dream Team, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that was a one-time thing, and then I wasn't in the group no more.
Yeah.
And then shit got serious when around like the MySpace era is when I really like tried to make track lists and make a project.
Yeah.
And I got an album called Nonchalant that came out in like maybe 10 years ago, 2014. Like my first ever like project. And this was before like people was uploading on iTunes.
Exactly, yeah.
I think I had a link, an MP3 link in the live mixtapes.
Yeah.
It was on live mixtapes.
Rapid share, Zippy share or some shit.
A couple of the homies still got I had to hit the homie Sean Masakawa, like, can you send me my
Shout out to Sean.
Because I know he had it.
He had the files from 10 years ago?
Yes, he has it. He has the album
organized
still.
like a motherfucker.
No, that shit is like a grail. Like, I think Chris O'Bannon's on my first album.
That's
Buddy.
Dope. Yeah.
Fucking, this is 10 years ago. Yeah. But fucking that shit, that's how it started and shit. I just fell in love with it, honestly.
Yeah.
I just been doing it ever since. It's more like I get to express myself.
Yeah.
And like shit, I can always do that. If anything, like it's like how they love basketball. How I feel like how Kobe feel about it.
Yeah.
Like if I lost everybody, it's cool. I'll go to the studio and rap about it. Like I'll be hurt, but I'll have a way to, like, you know, let that shit off.
Let it off your chest. And where did the name Epic Must Die come from?
Shit, my name was my first ever name. Like MySpace music era was like Badass MW.
But were they getting you confused for like Badass, or like
so
they thought
this is
you
a
were
crazy
his
story.
kid,
I feel like
or
I told this before.
Yeah.
My homies, you remember Find Me in the Beach, you can find me in your bitch though. I mean beach. Nasty Boys.
Okay, yeah.
So the homie C Weezy, he had a video shoot with them at his house.
Yeah.
And Badass was there, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And they was joking like, this Badass. Just like, you know, like
putting
the
you
homies,
on the spot.
Right. Man, I was always like the one rapping at pep rallies, whatever.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
So they they knew I would rap.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they like, y'all want for the name? And he like, man, little nigga, you got about me for the name right now. Like, and we went like did
and
little.
That's badass.
Yeah, it was fire. Later, like right now, I appreciate the fuck out of it. Like it's so crazy. I was so competitive. Like at that age, I was like 16, and I was like not like fucking with it. I was like, nah, like what? I'm ready to what? I'm on this nigga. Like what? Like like
take your name, old man.
on me. Now that I'm older, I'm like that was fire. Like it's funny how I was so sick, and he was joking. Like like now I'm looking back, he was older. Like you gonna have to like, and I just was so like But then I changed my name to Epic just on like a whim. Once I left the group, changed my name to Epic, and then really the Must Die come from Instagram and Twitter, to be honest.
Oh, okay, just to keep it easier to find you, cause
I made that my Instagram name and my Twitter name, and I got my first. I went out to South by Southwest on some like amateur artist type of thing. Got invited to a showcase, and I got Vice and Noisy saw my performance.
Hard.
And they like, yo, can we do a write-up on you?
Yeah.
And I gave them my Instagram and my Twitter, and then my write-up came out, EpicMustDie, this artist, gained like
so at that point,
yeah, I just like, ran with it. And then they were like sacking the name, like, oh, it's so fire, it's so different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, yeah, I fuck with it. But really, it's Epic. When people call me Epic, I respond to that too. I go by it, But yeah, that's where that came from. And it's on some... The Must Die shit is just on some #1 headband shit. Like I feel like I'm the one that you gotta like. I'm the
top of the totem pole.
John Tucker, Romeo.
Yeah, John Tucker. Yeah, that's dope. So, grew up in Compton, but also spent time in Long Beach.
Facts.
What was that like? I know they're like right next to each other type shit, but like it's like
I went to Caldwell and Walton, and then in 8th grade, I started going to school at Hughes Middle School.
Okay.
But I was still living in Compton. I was one of them people walking to Artesia Station, getting on the bus, going to Long Beach.
Yeah, you weren't alone.
I know. I figured that out too. Once I started doing it, I was like, oh shit. I was like, I thought. I'm so small-minded, like...
Everybody had the same idea, though, so, like, the schools ended up, I'm sure, being, like...
Exactly, my parents, like, we gonna send you to this school. They don't know all them kids.
You're not the first one with this idea, Mom.
Man, I swear.
But actually, like, you're a parent now, so you'll appreciate, I'm sure, just the thought. Just
I do.
You're like,
I do.
They tried. You can't control, like, both these schools is bunk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just...
It's tough, man. And the school districts was tough back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Long Beach, I can't. I moved to Long Beach in like 10th grade too with my mom. And I stayed on the east side on 17th and Lewis for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I know I got that was my adolescent years, you know what I'm saying? So I got so many homies from Long Beach that all the time, you from Long Beach, you know that, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
they try to claim you?
I'm too, hell yeah.
Does he tries to claim you?
Nah, he know. Like my real friends, like they know because they used to come to my house and I lived in Compton the whole time, damn near. Like,
well, Desi's like kind of the opposite of you, right? He like, because he grew up in Long Beach, but his family is in Compton.
Yeah, his family is in Compton.
Yeah.
He really like an Inglewoodian.
Inglewood? I had no idea.
Like his early.
Okay.
See, but people like, I feel like adolescent, where you at in your adolescent is important.
Yeah.
It's super important. But it's like, I was the dude that was going to Jordan and lived in Compton, and like nobody would come to my house.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess my neighborhood was so bad. Like my neighborhood was good, but the gang that's in my neighborhood was so dangerous. I didn't notice though, like until I moved, like was in Long Beach.
Of course.
And I'll be like, yeah, I live over here. And they're like, what?
You good?
Yeah, I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, y'all come over and play 2K. Hell no, I'm not going over there. I'm like, damn, it ain't even like that. They like, no, you just mind wash. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, maybe
it's
I
not
am.
like that for you because you know everybody.
Yeah.
Like you grew up with them, so it's like you're not like thinking of just the danger that you're facing every day.
Bruh.
And then they just kind of know you. And obviously, like, bullets have no names and that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's always that danger, but it's like, you know, you all just know each other, so it's not like nobody's looking for me. If they could find me, they know where I'm at. Like, you know, like
they like it's not cool over there. I'm just like, man. But eventually, like I end up having all my homies. My grandma had a back house.
Yeah.
And I used to live in the back house. I put a studio in there, and Desi moved in there. Shit.
That was the headquarters.
On God.
Every successful crew always needs a headquarters.
That was one of the headquarters. On God. That was the first one.
Yeah.
And then Desi ended up having one.
Yep.
At his people's house.
Yep.
And then it evolved into the corner store years later.
Yeah.
Like, which ended up being an elevated version of what we was doing earlier. So
Yeah.
I just want to see it take the third step. You know, what is it? Charizard, Charmander.
Yeah.
Wait, Charmeleon. I'm missing one.
It's Charmander, Charmeleon, and then Charizard.
We're trying to go Charizard.
Yeah.
I feel like we
Charizard.
Charmeleon. Ooh.
Holographic Charizard.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's when you out of here. We trying to go
Yeah.
Charizard. I'm telling you, like, you feel the same thing, just bigger scale. Like,
Yeah.
But
So how do you meet Desi G? When did you guys like cross
in high
paths
school
or like
at Jordan.
is there any funny story associated with that? Or like
It
how
was
you
during
guys,
the
like,
house. It was during the house party time.
me and my best friend from like growing up, we hated each other at first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I fucking hated him, and we even like got down. But then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, nah, we're friends. Like, you know, you punch me in the chest, I punch you in the chest. Like, now we ain't no bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
me and Dez, we both not bitches. Fuck you. Me and Dez, shit. Like, man, really, I was crazy in high school, bro. I was in every friend group.
Okay.
So it was like I was just like I was popular in high school.
Yeah.
So, but Desi, he was always like. Even in high school, he was editing the Drake videos I was telling you about.
Yeah.
He was editing them.
Wow.
He was putting them like nobody didn't know how to do all that yet. He already was like kind of on that path of like production.
Yeah.
And like I was already rapping, and I was just smart enough to know who to fuck with. Like, and it was just on like I don't know, like-minded. Like we was just like-minded. He actually like had his own other set of friends. Like we got closer. Like. As we got older, because we was both on the same shit.
Exactly, and staying focused, I'm sure, and it's like you just eventually kind of gravitate towards each other.
And that's my dog. Like I know his whole, you feel me? I know his whole family. He know my whole family. It's like a family thing for real.
So how do you meet Boog? How do you meet Boogie?
So it used to be Flirts and Flip.
Okay.
Clicks, right? Boogie was CEO of Flip actually.
Yeah.
And
That's a bar. Like that's legendary.
Yeah, real shit. And I was from Flip. Flirts, Pac-Man, shout out Pac, Long Beach legend. Whopper, Stop It. Yeah.
Some deep cuts. What parties would y'all attend? Like what party crews? Or
It used to be we used to have meetings.
Okay.
We used to have meetings at Boulevard Park, and niggas would come up there, shoot dice. Like I think back then it was like Club Kids, Club X,
Kids, Club
OG Cycles and shit. Like, but that's how I met Boog around that era, and even then, like,
but
my
was
aura
he
was
rapping?
rap.
Or you rapping?
Yeah,
you were.
Like I was
he?
like a rapping. Like,
yeah.
We didn't have songs out and all of this,
course,
but like we was the like you know you be rapping.
In the
like
city,
you rap right now. Like like you know what I'm saying. And Boog was one of those too. This was the MySpace era actually. He had MySpace songs.
Okay.
I had MySpace songs and yeah, that's how I met him, like being the rapper from Flip. And he fucked with me like since back then. Like we just when shit got serious, we always had the same connection. It just was like a mutual respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so when he started like really doing it, shit, we connected again because it was like I guess
it's the people from the area kind of gravitate towards each other, I feel like naturally. Cause even like
the like-minded people,
exactly. Because even us just being from the 562, obviously different cities. Like I went to school in Downey and shit like that. But it's like eventually the shit just kind of keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just kind of like, oh shit, okay, he's still here. He's still here. He's still here.
Facts.
Bro quit.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, it be bro quit. That bro quit you just did is crazy because
they be so talented,
bro. Like even if they not, it just be certain people where I'm like, damn, we the same age.
Yeah.
Or like, damn. I went to school with him, and it's like crazy. Yeah. You can see how like I don't know what be going on in people's life, but it just be like, damn, I got to keep going. Like,
I was just thinking about how, like, a bunch of I was one of the. I feel like I was one of the first like LA media companies, right? Like blogs, like started a blog, then kind of
you can
YouTube
stand on that. Oh
God. And then there was others that like I felt like kind of like try to jump in my lane and you know what I'm saying, but it's natural.
You inspired them.
Yeah, I try not to hate on them, you know what I'm saying, but it's be natural like kind of friction over time or whatever. But then it's like you see like I just started to think about them the other day. I'm like, yo, what happened to this one and what happened to that one? What happened to that one? And then I'm thinking like, yo, like I'm here, but you actually weren't too far behind. They could have been somewhere like close. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't quit.
Facts.
And it's like, but I hadn't done this shit yet. I hadn't been on Power 106 or, sold out the Nova or whatever to where you didn't even know this was possible because I didn't either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people out there don't quit. Like you don't quit. Just stay.
I
Stay
feel like
outside.
I can't. Like I be having too many like shit
Yeah.
like happen to me
Yeah.
like to like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it motherfucking what's the word I'm looking for?
Like revitalizes you.
It
type
lets
shit.
me know like no, you're supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even be having time to feel like I should stop. Like soon as I start to something to happen, I get some message or somebody telling me how I inspired them to do this, and it's like, damn, this is what I do it for. In reality, though, like you know, I always been like a money don't matter type of nigga. Like if I had millions, I would still like be the same type of nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just because I get happy off other shit.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
I would be giving away money. I'd be one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's fire.
For sure.
So you meet Boog, you meet, you kind of already knew them, but then you guys kind of reconvene, and then it's like you guys kind of just become a clique naturally. I feel like people just like, oh, that's the homies over there. That's like Corner Store. That's Boogie. It's Epic. Like KB.
We frequently
Devon,
with each other for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And so that becomes like you guys start to like kind of build your own wave. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, and do everything in house. Like y'all don't need anybody else.
Facts.
Y'all got rapper, producer, you know what I'm saying, songwriting, like the whole shit, the platform. Just talk about like seeing that like from the early Epic, garage days to like now how it's like, millions of views getting posted on academics, whatever you want to say. Like
I think it's just a testament to like if you got an idea, you gotta stand on it, as the kids would say right now. Like you gotta just do it. Like just like I was saying earlier about the I Can Tell, that's just a small example of like just having an idea and doing it immediately. Like I mean, you could sit on something, but like literally, you gotta see that through.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you see things through, it's no telling where it could go from there. Everything is in the air from there. But if you just sit and think, don't do nothing, we could have sat and thought for a bunch of years and still been in my garage.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's how I look at it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
I had gaps in my life where I was sitting too much, like for me thinking about it
in your head sometimes too much. Yeah.
Exactly, like cause I had like let's say you just got situations, not life situations, but like in the music, like I had opportunities, people watching, and then now I'm like thinking too much.
Yeah.
Or when really like I got it, they like what I was already doing.
Yeah, don't switch it up now.
But now I'm like, oh shit, I need to calculate for real.
Yeah.
And woo. I got past that, and now I just do whatever. It's more like I feel like I'm confident in anything that I put out. So it's just like I'm ready to like just let shit go.
Yeah,
for real.
Tell me about you. You've been on the road. You toured with Boog, a couple dates. Just tell me about the tour dates, like the whole rappers on tour. Like I feel like it. I don't know. Like you could. I'm not gonna say it's probably like. A lot of people are gonna think automatically like, "Oh, you went on tour. It's glamorous. It's this. It's that."
What?
So it's like just break it down.
I mean, it depends on the tier of artists. Like
exactly,
my boy, he's definitely popular. He's definitely going crazy.
Yeah.
But we're not on like a big ass bus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sprinter mode. Like,
okay. Yeah.
But the vibe overall, I feel like if you need to go with people you really fuck with, like like that you like fuck with, and it's gonna reveal people over time, like
arguments and shit.
Oh yeah, but that shit just bring you closer. You know what I'm saying? Like luckily, like I don't know. I'm not gonna say like everybody love me, everybody fuck with me, but like I'm just chill. Like I don't really be getting into no situations with like my people. Yeah, but like. Yeah, like I might get into some shit with like some people at the venue, like some of the workers, like get crazy, like. And I'm like a low key hothead, like people. Maybe somebody watching this like, no, I could tell he about bullshit. I'm really chill, but on the lowest of keys, I'm the one. For real, but being on the road was cool. I went to New York with Boog, and that shit was fire as fuck. Man. Brought me out in New York, man. They showed me hella love, and I was just thinking in my head, like they always say New York, they just stand and look at you, like it's the tough ones, like they don't fuck with you and this and that, but. They fucked with me, and that shit, that gave me some confidence.
Word
like,
of my mother, son.
Yeah, they like, yo, you ill, son. I'm like, damn, I bet, for sure.
That's crazy. What are like, top like tour experiences or like just like a memorable moment from like one of the the boogie dates?
Shit, memorable moments, man. I'm gonna be honest. We was drinking so much that I can't even like. I only went on like 5 dates with him, like, but like shit. Just honestly, seeing the cities for me, like I'm like a nerd, so like seeing New York was fire.
Yeah,
I didn't get to go to Harlem. I wanted to see Harlem, but like
Harlem is dope.
Yeah, that was one of the places I wanted to go, but shit, when we first got there, we hopped on the train, we got lost, we took the wrong place.
Oh, you went the right train, wrong direction.
Yeah,
bro,
and we
I
ended up in
Hollis,
Hollis, Queens or some shit.
Oh my god,
where Run DMC.
I was about to say you Run DMC.
I smoked the blunt in the tunnel. I'm like, where we at? The dude was like, you in Hollis? Like, I was like, I'm from LA, man. We was trying to go to where was we supposed to be going? Williamsburg or something.
New Yorkers are so funny because they really will give you the directions, but they'll just say it really fast. Like
he just pointed, yeah, that way.
Yeah,
it wasn't the way we went though, so I was like, okay.
But they do deadass be wanting to help, but like it's just like an aggressive way. You're not here. You're in the wrong place.
And I bought some weed.
Okay. In Hollis, Queens?
In Hollis, Queens.
Oh, shit, okay.
It was a smoke shop and they had weed and I was like, what? It's like that in New York? Like,
yeah, I think recently.
I was ignorant to that. And I was like, oh, I can buy. I was telling them, like, is this weed? Was a Jamaican dude in there? Shit was fire.
So one thing I want to ask you, you did a verse on my album.
I did. And on God, this on my son.
Yeah.
It came on the way here, driving here.
No way.
On shuffle. I'm not making this up.
That's fucking crazy.
G-Code with my boy, Rob, too.
G-Code on the Right Down Rosecrans.
Mm-hmm.
In the bar, I've listened to that song a million times. I need a plaque, just based on my listening alone. So with that, you say I did some time in a county in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. I always wanted to ask you about that. I never did, and I was like, maybe it's just a bar, and I'm like, nah, like I don't think so, because we were talking about Greenleaf, like it's probably where you live. So I'm like, it all sounded very autobiographical. So I wanted to ask you about that.
So I went to the South by Southwest experience I was telling you about with Noisy and Vice, and they did the write up on me.
Yeah.
So fucking, I took a train there, right?
Yeah.
Me and Desi G.
Okay.
We get on the Amtrak Union Station. Bro, I take a half ounce of weed. I'll never forget, it was some Harold Joanna. Me and Des went, it was like 140 for the half. Crazy power. We trying to conceal the smell. It's crazy. My boy Rick, he used to work at Amtrak. He gave us some seats in like the part of the train where they gotta like bring you shit. I guess it's like
tight.
The first class
VIP,
of it, but it's really just old folks in there and shit.
Yeah.
Disabled people and shit.
Yeah.
So we get in, and I should have knew, man. Like I was blowing it, cause like immediately got in, an old black lady. She like, "Ooh, I smell that, man." Like, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like my bad." She like, "No, it's okay. I love it.
Yeah.
Something weird. Y'all mind?" She said it to like everybody. Y'all mind it? They didn't even know what was going on. I'm like, "What?" And they like,
"Shut up."
and they like, "Oh
You
no,
making
we
it
don't
hot.
care." We the only two young people in the little.
Oh yeah.
So they like showed love to us.
Yeah.
They showed love though.
Oh,
like,
they were being cool. Okay.
yeah,
okay.
the old ladies was cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, like cool. We stop in Arizona, get off, smoke a blunt, come back, everything cool. Like they laughing, like, y'all had to get your mind right. Some shit like that. Like, whatever. We get to El Paso, bro. I get off. I see a canine dog. Like, I see it. Like,
Yeah.
I see a canine dog, see a dude with shades, like an undercover dude, but I don't know how you undercover with a canine dog. It was the weirdest shit ever. Like he was trying to be undercover, but had that dog.
Earpiece type shit. Like
shades like you. And
yeah.
Bro, it was crazy, bro. And I'm like, no, let me just get a burrito. I remember a lady selling bean and cheese burritos out of ice cooler. She like, burrito. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna smack one of them.
Yeah.
Get one of them. I see a dude spark up a joint. I'm like, oh, he's done.
Yeah.
I see it like at the little resting stop.
Yeah.
Cause I already peeped what's the name.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, let me stay away. Like, whoopty whoop. Like, man, hell no. So I'm in the cut eating the burrito. Bruh, they like, train all aboard. We get on the train. Here they come with the dog. I'm like, oh, they about to check the trains. Like, fuck. I'm like, they gonna go straight to him. Like, he was just smoking.
Yeah.
Like, they seen him. Like,
Yeah. I saw him. You're like, everybody seen him.
They get on the train, bro. Dog come straight to. They get on my train first. Because we're in the back, remember?
Yeah.
Like, so they start.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, dog come straight to my bag, going crazy. Sniffing. They're like, what's in the bag? They tripping on me. I'm like, man, like, what you want me to pull it out? It's just it's like a little weed.
Yeah.
The dude like, yeah, like, let me see. I pull the weed out. Mind you, I'm from LA.
Yeah.
I'm like 19 at the time, or a little bit older.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, all right, whatever. I show him the weed. He like, that's it? I'm like, yeah. So in my mind, bro, I hear that's it. And I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like, this how I always go in my city.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
I forget I'm in Texas, bro. They're like, that's it? I'm like, yeah. They're like, all right, you coming with me.
Oh.
We on the way to South by Southwest,
yeah.
bro. I went to jail, bro, for like, I was there for like a couple days, almost missed the show, got bailed out. And then they end up sending warrants to my house.
Oh.
To my granny house.
Wow.
I skipped the whatever I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Nigga, and then I end up going back. And when I went back, I had to go back to Texas. Clean the shit up.
Did you have to do more time again?
Yeah.
How long?
Like 15.
15 days? Bro, that's fucking wild.
And I was in El Paso, and it was crazy because I was with...
It's a border town.
I was with, like, most people... I was in there with, like, 4 Americans.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. Like,
the whole
it
shit
was lit,
Spanish.
though. This one I learned, like, this old dude, he was like, he was like, you Hispanic? Like, you... I was like, nah, what the fuck? He was like, oh, it kind of looked like the papa, the puppy. He was like one of those, like, I don't know. I'm like, hell no. Nah.
Yeah.
And then they like, you got the split in your mustache.
That's a thing?
Bro, I'm not making this up. I'm like, no, I'm African. Fool. Like, my dad is from Africa.
Oh,
like,
bro?
Yeah.
What part?
Kenya.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
he moved out here when he was like 14.
Oh, shit.
Met my mom in Compton somehow. I don't know.
What? Okay. Yeah. So you're first generation.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Does he act like he has like immigrant tendencies? Like
nope.
No.
My dad is like a complete like I discovered all of that. Yes.
Okay.
I discovered like all the other
yeah.
shit as an adult, like, and contacted my grandmother on my own and like figured all of this shit out. Like he like, hey, how you doing, Rosecrans Vic?
Yeah.
Where
I all that shit in the past.
Where I be looking at him like, what the fuck? Like,
you're like, use your real voice.
My dad, like, he went to Santa Monica High and moved to my dad live in Costa Mesa. He wear like rainbow slides, you know, the brand Rainbow, surfer shit.
Yeah.
He wear tank tops, he buff. It's like
that's dope. He left Kenya behind so long ago. Yeah. He was like, I'm from Santa Monica.
I know
brother.
all my uncles too. They like
yeah.
They more like African, like, but yeah, he definitely.
Because
like,
as I've gotten older, I realized like I thought some things were like unique to like Mexican culture or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really most of the time if you're an immigrant, we all live the same life. Like my parents both born in Mexico. They grew up here, but I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and so it's just like all those tendencies.
They still your grandma still in Mexico?
No. They live out here. They're in Hawthorne. But like it's just I just like talk to other people and they'll be like, oh yeah, well I'm from this country, but like we would be on the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
being
what I'm
immigrant.
Yeah,
general,
exactly. It's all like, the same shit, damn near.
Facts, my dad. Yeah, I learned though. I talked to my grandma a lot. I was supposed to go back when I was 18.
Yeah.
And I like bitched out. Yeah. Still regret it.
That's dope. Yeah, you got to go back.
I had to take some shots. Didn't want to do it. That was my fear. I had a fear of needles. I barely got over that as an adult, like real adult.
That shit is scary. They said you got to take these shots to go to a fucking.
And I guess I done talked to people. They're like, no, you don't. You don't have to do that. But I was like 17. Like, and this was like a minute ago.
Maybe it's just to protect you in case you get like. You might die if you get a
malaria
bite.
shot or something.
Yeah, like you get like mosquito bite and it's a wrap for you. That would be sad.
And that's that young mind too. Yeah. Like I was so like caring about whatever little party was next week.
Yeah. Exactly.
In my city or something like, I don't want to go take some shots I don't want to go to Africa.
And then you know what's fucked up?
Well, I would have had to fire his Throwback Thursdays.
Yes.
Africa with the J's on. Like.
Bro, yes. You know what's fucked up too? And I know this might get deep, but like just the way that like our like American like perception is of Africa or other countries, almost any other country,
bro,
we think is bullshit.
It had me mind washed.
We think we don't like. There's nothing. We're the only country like, bro. Tokyo. I mean, not Tokyo. What is it? Japan.
That's where I
is like
go.
So far ahead of us. They got upside down trains.
They got
like,
Shohei Ohtani. No,
bro, yeah, they got all types of shit. There's like so many parts of Africa that are so beautiful. So like, there's Nigeria, Lagos is like one of the best, cities
Fire,
like, in the world type shit. Like it's like all this shit. It's like we would have no idea because they don't really teach us that shit.
I was like mind washed.
Probably why
African booty scratcher at 5 years old, growing up in Compton. The kids like, this and that. Like I felt like my grandma was chasing zebras and shit. Even me. Until I got older, until I was like 13.
Why you didn't want to go. Yeah,
bro. My grandma sent me a letter, bro. pictures in it. She got 3 Benzes. Her house dual level. It looked better than
She
where
probably,
I live.
She probably speak 3 languages.
Yeah, she's smart. She worked for the school district. My
yeah,
grandma.
It's like
and I'm hearing all this, and I remember being like 13, like, y'all got McDonald's? She like, yeah. Laughing and shit, and I'm like, damn, like, oh, she live in the city.
Yeah.
Like, she really lived, like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm like,
That's
damn,
hilarious.
that blew my whole mind. I came to school tripping on all the little kids. My grandma got Mercedes. My grandma. They still was clipping. Yeah, racing lions. It's no beating. It's no beating the
Her
ghetto
elephant named
kids.
Mercedes.
You know
Like, no.
Oh, that's a bar. See, they wasn't that advanced yet. I'm glad I didn't go to school with you, bro.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, just tell me about like what's the next plans. I know you just dropped a new project. But what do you have, I guess, coming up? Because that was just 7-8 tracks.
Yep,
And, like
7
some of them
tracks,
are skits,
yep.
so it's like I know there's more in the vault still to come.
I got some shit with Python P coming.
Okay.
He done worked with like Absol, TF.
Yeah.
So on that project, I'm getting into my real rap shit. You feel me? I'm gonna be a little bit more introspective.
Okay.
Speak on like family and certain topics, get a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
And then me and Desi got shit we've been working on forever. It's kind of like weird where it's not even a planned project because I'm with him all the time in the studio.
That's the tough part of like when you're sometimes like way too close to another artist person like that. It sometimes gets hard. It makes it harder to get work done. Like Swift was in the room right now. Shout out Big Swift. I can't do an interview with him. We bullshit all day.
I don't think I could do an interview with Desi either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like we know too much about each other. We'll be laughing, joking. We'll never get back to the point. It'll feel forced and fake. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm trying to figure out like how I can make with me and Dez. It would be us opening the file of Epic Desi G and his fucking 60 songs because.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole process of me working with other people, that's just like my base. Yeah. Where I'm always like recording. Yeah. If I'm in the studio, I recorded a song. I don't like going to the studio and going home
not doing something. Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's a top line, like I got some work done. So me and Desi, it would just be like a compilation, I guess.
I see.
It would be pulling from like our favorites.
Best of
exactly, low key.
Shit. Yeah.
I don't know how we would unless we like sat down like 7 days. We about to do this. Like,
that's cool. Y'all should just do some ratchet shit. Like I like the summer shit y'all just did.
We have those.
And that shit is fun. Because I like when you're in that bag. Like we just talked about when you're talking to Lo the Great, other producers, and they're trying to give you the introspective beats. They're like, yo, I've been saving these beats for somebody like you, Epic.
I want that.
And then you're like, I don't want that shit. I have enough of that shit.
Yeah, I want that shit.
Give me the YG package. Like,
bruh. I'm gonna come, and me and Dez,
I know
we
you
got
have that bag.
We got that.
Yeah,
I want to display that, and that's what I've been on. Like with the I'm Going Crazy, You Should Go With Me. It's a couple on there, but that's more. I tried to like. I didn't want to be West Coast prototypical. Like,
I get you. Yeah.
I want to have bangers, but not regionally. Like where you could play them shits anywhere. Like, But on the regional records, I'm gonna do my shit.
Yeah.
Off top, the Looking For with Corner Store.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like comfortable at.
That shit is fire
for sure.
That shit reminded me of G Code. You know, just that like vibe, that bounce. It's like, okay, this shit's fun. This shit's
we gotta bring the G Funk back, but somehow like cross it over.
Yeah. Well, like not like us did. You know, it's like
that shit is,
and I feel like the tide is turning finally with like people really having to respect the West Coast. It took the whole like dismantlement of Drake by Kendrick, for that. But then it's like I see there's more of a demand for that type of music, that real type of music, like that.
Exactly.
Like,
I fuck with it that it's dot because it's gonna make basically people listening again. Like they listening to, they want to know like what you said again.
Yeah, like when's the last time you heard about Smoke Perp or Lil Pump and that bullshit? Like we haven't heard of them in years. Like thankfully, you know what I'm saying? Like and now it's like at
least the growth is over with. They probably still make bread, whatever they do, but like
no hate,
no more growth.
Ceiling. Exactly. Because they haven't, in my opinion, put in that total work to like be at the level of artistry of like somebody like you or like other artists that is like, oh, like that shit's really getting more play than this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is what I be man. People hit me all the time, or like I be having sick ass conversations with random people where they're like, bro, I follow this one dude. He's got 35K and like and like followers, and like you get more fucking like how? Like I'm like it's just like you're not an artist, so you don't know. I know things. We really got the same amount of followers.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. It looks different.
I could do that. I could have did that. I just always chose to be like real and organic. I could have had a fake 100K on my shit and a fake verified and look a certain way, which ultimately those type of things do. It can help you. It can have the sheep type people look at you seriously and then but I just choose to I don't know, do it the real way, organically, have my shit for real. My 5,000 fans is a real
exactly. It's all earned. Like I was looking at the homies Coyotes. They just
shout out Coyote, they go crazy.
Super dope. They've been dope. You know what I'm saying? Similar
and it's
to
one
you.
of those. Yeah.
And I'm finally seeing the industry like open up to them, and it's so
and they
dope
killing
to watch. And I just listened. I was on a plane the other day. I listened to their whole album. I'm like, yo, this shit reminds me of like when I was a kid, and like albums were really deep and really had a message from start to finish. And like the skits, and then the songs were conceptual and going to the other songs.
They rapping.
And shit like
they
that.
Really rappers.
And I'm like, and I see like I scroll down to the bottom and I see like Smokers Club, like apparently distributed the project, which is like Johnny Shipes. And
exactly.
Dude, that's like way more industries. Same person that's like pumping out Mexican OT and like other dope big artists that are on a larger scale. And I'm like, finally the industry is opening back up to these type of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like that money previously would have gone to somebody like Ugly God or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like,
Ugly
they're focusing. Yeah. Deep cut. Deep cut. Now they are like putting money into real artistry. At least they're starting to.
And like I was saying about consistency, we was talking about Coyote went on a run.
Yeah.
They went on a run this past year, 2 years. Where they was dropping.
They laid a little blueprint, I feel like, for the rest of everybody. Just like, man, just stay consistent with be in everybody's face with. It's like we're doing
quality though.
Quality,
and that's the thing. You told me I always peep for your shit because I know it's quality now. What if I did that though, like every month on your ass? Like it'd be like, oh,
I have
shit.
to check it out. That's what Preco did,
bro.
Shout out
and
Preco.
That's what I'm on. Like, like next month I'm trying to come with some other shit. Like it's just gotta, Shout out to Coyote. Them my favorite. Brown skin artists right now. I don't even want to say brown skin. Them some of my favorite rappers, period, right now.
Yeah, bro.
They doing it.
That's right. Hell yeah. But shit, anything else you want to tell people before we get out of here?
Shit. I want to say Rosecrans Vic, man. It's a legend right here. He been doing it.
Appreciate that.
I watched it from the bottom.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you for having me pull up. Y'all go stream the project.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going crazy. You should go with me.
Yeah.
It's something on there for everybody. And we got more shit coming.
Yes, sir. All
just
right.
like that.
Rosecrans Vic podcast. Epic Must Die. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.